Okay. Ooh. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Flourish and Tresses. Over here, I just usually do my hair. So I have made it a point to come on live and show you guys what I'm doing with my hair. So I put these mini braids in my hair, I want to say about 3 weeks ago. Probably going into 4 weeks ago now, but definitely 3 weeks ago. And ever since I put these mini braids in my hair, I've been making it a point to come on live to show you guys how I maintain my mini braids, how I keep my hair moisturized. So when I go on live, I always have something to talk about. Um, what was my topic last time? I think the last time I talked about a shampoo that was recalled. So in this live, I am going to talk about a news article that I seen that popped up on my Google feed, ironically, and it is around it's focused around um, my hair routine and my hair journey actually. So yeah, I just wanted to read the news story that I seen, and then I want to talk about the news story and give my opinions on how I felt about the news story. And as I am giving my opinions on the news story, I will get my hair routine done. So today I am using three products. I am moisturizing and sealing my hair. I have not moisturized and sealed my hair since Monday morning. I was live with you guys on Monday morning and I moisturized and sealed my hair Monday morning. So it is now Thursday morning. So today I am moisturizing and sealing my hair with my liquid conditioner is one of my favorite um, leave-in liquid conditioners of all times. So this is the Luster's S Curl No Drip Curl Activator Moisturizer. So that's this moisturizer right here. Hi. Okay, wait a minute. Water 3133. That's what I can get from that. How are you? Thank you for being here. Please make sure that you like the live. If you're just coming in, I am doing my hair routine. I'm showing you guys what I'm doing with my hair routine. And I'm going to read a news article that I seen that kind of relates to my channel. Hi, Tay the King 342. Thank you for being here. Please make sure that you like the live. My name is Ansley. Oh, I like that name. Ansley. That's really, really nice. I really like that name. I gotta keep that name in my yeah, in case I have to. That's a nice name. Thank you for being here. So yeah, this is my liquid conditioner. So my cream conditioner is one of my favorites. This is the Cantu Shea Butter Coconut Curling Cream, and that's this cream right here. Let me see. I am. Do you have Cash App? No, I do not have Cash App. I am Korean. I was called by Jesus. Heaven and hell are real. Hell is burning forever with sulfur in the center of the earth. Repent and come back to Jesus. I believe that too. I really do because it's some wicked stuff going on right now. Very wicked. So I definitely believe that. I subscribe. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. And if you like the live, thank you for liking the live. And if you have not liked the live, please make sure that you like the live. All right, so that's my cream conditioner, my cream. And then my oil today is the Duro Stimulating Hair Oil. And that's this oil right here. All right. So let me get into this news story. So, like I said, I seen this news story. It popped up on my Google feed, and I just thought that it was perfect for me to read on my channel because my channel is about my hair journey, and I'm striving for healthy, relaxed hair. I love your voice, and thank you, appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. All right. So this news story, this news article is from www.news24.com. Um, and there's 6 tips to maintain healthy. The name of the article is 6 tips to maintain healthy, relaxed hair. Do I have any pictures? Let me see. Oh, I got the picture of. No, I should have put a picture of. Oh, this is new. Oh no, no, they won't let me put nothing else on there. Wow. Okay. Well, let me take this off of here. Oops. Let's take it off of there. I just keep the background like this for now. All right. The beauty of being a woman includes the vast choices you can make regarding the look you want to adapt and what type of hair you want to experiment with. Be it putting on a weave, getting braids done, enjoying an edgy cut, or styling your. Mm, I wrote this kind of fast. Mm, mm, mm. I shouldn't have wrote this so fast. Styling your natural. That's funny. Styling your natural hair. Women have so many options to play around with. And while the natural movement has caused many women to appreciate their natural coils and bouncy afros, some women still prefer to treat their hair chemically in order to achieve a sleek look. I hope I do not pronounce this young lady's name wrong, but I believe her name is pronounced Sholi. It is spelled Xoli. Um, Sholi Calcio, who owns a salon in Dipkluk, Swedo. I don't know where that is. Sounds like it's out of the country somewhere, but okay. And is a hair specialist for Soft and Free, says most women choose to go the route of chemically treating their hair because they find it much easier to maintain. I'm kind of sweating this hot in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh my goodness. I'm gonna turn up. Hopefully you guys can hear me if I turn my fan up a little bit. Whew. Okay, all right. Most women grew up most women grew up relaxing their hair because that's what they were taught at a young age. And that's what they know. When they get to an age where they can make their own decisions, some decide to grow their hair naturally, but find that they don't know how to care for their hair in its natural state, she says. According to Shiley, this is why some women opt to straighten their hair using relaxers or coloring it with dyes and bleach. Although many people find it easier to deal with chemically treated hair, but if not taken care of properly, the hair can be prone to breakage, stagnant growth, and overall hair damage. As with natural hair, chemically treated hair should be taken care of properly. So a hair regimen should be implemented. Shiley gives us 7 ways to properly care for chemically treated hair. Number one, go for a protein treatment once a month. A protein treatment is essential because it keeps your hair healthy. During the relaxing process, the hair's protein bonds are broken down because the chemicals in the relaxer strip your hair of its protective layers in order to break up the curls and to make your hair straight, which is why a protein treatment should be applied at least once a month to restore the elasticity in your hair and prevent the chemicals from causing damage. Shiley explains. Pro tip: Mazzoni Strength Fusion Intense Nighttime Treatment contains protein and can help nourish damaged hair. Using the number two, Using the correct aftercare and home maintenance. Since you're most likely to visit the salon only when going to have your hair washed or have chemicals applied to it, it is important for you to invest in products that will help you keep your hair healthy between visits. A moisturizer, oil, or hair food which contains natural oils with nourishing properties will go a long way in maintaining the health of your hair. Sholi adds. Number three, using a shampoo regularly to avoid buildup. According to the Curls and Cocoa website at curlsandcocoa.com, hair buildup is caused by having layers of products in your hair. The products are no longer being absorbed in your scalp and therefore do not benefit your hair, but rather weigh it down. Shali says that because products are used daily to keep hair healthy, it is important to shampoo the hair once a week to avoid product buildup. Washing the hair with a good shampoo helps to remove the product residue on hair, as well as keeping the hair clean. Clean hair allows for new products to be absorbed better into the hair strands and the scalp, she says. Number four, sleeping on a satin pillowcase or a satin duke. I guess that's like a satin bonnet. I'm assuming. Um, it is important to sleep correctly when striving to have healthy hair. Sleeping on a satin pillowcase or wearing a satin duke helps to keep the hair moisturized after okay, materials such as cotton can easily strip away the oils you've applied to your hair and leave it dry, brittle, and damaged, she says. Number five, do protective styling. Well, it can be fun to style your hair in a bun and in other creative ways. Shiley says people with chemically treated hair should wear protective styles every once in a while to protect their hair from external factors. In winter, the weather can be quite harsh on the hair and tends to make it dry. This is a good time to lock your hair away in a protective style, which will also help to grow the hair, she says. Okay. Examples of great protective styles are faux locks and box braids. These hairstyles are always on trend throughout the year and great for switching up one's look. Number six, see a professional stylist for chemical application. Going to the salon to have chemicals applied to your hair professionally is always the best option. The stylists have been trained how to apply these products correctly to the hair. When people relax their own hair at home, they tend to over process it, and this can result in scalp issues. Shali says. Number seven, avoid high heat styling. Tools such as flat irons and curling irons are very convenient for styling chemically treated hair. However, daily use can lead to hair damage and hair loss. Sholi advises avoiding these tools as far as possible when styling your hair. If you really must use a straightener or curling iron, it's best to use them on a low heat and not on the highest heat option on the tool. The constant use of heat on hair results in a lot of breakage and dryness. Pro tip: to create curls or more volume, heat alternatives such as curl formers or flexi rods should be used instead. All right, so that is the article. So I am going to go over the article and I'm going to tell you guys how I felt about the article. So there are some things that I agree with Miss Shali, in this article, and there are some things that I don't agree with Miss Shiley in this article, and I also there are some things that I feel like that she missed to add. Um, so let's talk about the first tip she said: protein treatments. So I'm gonna start my hair routine while I'm talking about this. All right. So protein treatments. She said to using protein treatments in your hair. The relaxer breaks down the bonds in your hair, which is true, very very true. And by using a protein treatment, you're adding protein back into your hair because the relaxer is going to strip your hair of everything. So yes, I do agree with that. I myself I do use protein treatments in my hair, and I also use products that have protein in them as well. So even if sometimes if I can't get a protein treatment, it's nothing like a protein treatment. A protein treatment, I do agree with Miss Shali on that. A protein treatment should be used once a month, once every 4 weeks or whatever. I do agree with that. But I do also I want to add that products that have protein in it is very, very useful as well. Now, since I've been on my hair journey, I've learned a lot, a whole lot. And some people hair, all our hair is different. Let me say that first of all our hair is different. And what I've seen on my journey is some people hair is protein sensitive. And when I mean by protein sensitive is some of these products they have protein in them. A lot of the things, a lot of the ingredients are listed right in our face. If the product says it's strengthening, repairing, anything of that nature, most likely there's some protein in the treatment. So what happens is some people are very protein sensitive. So if you're using all these products with protein in it, that's going to affect your hair greatly. So what I've learned on my journey is to make sure I pay attention to the products that I'm using. So on this product, it says Curl Activator Moisturizer. Okay, I'm looking at the words moisturizer. Okay, so I'm taking it. It's going to be a moisturizing product, anti-frizz formula. And then if I want to go a little deeper, I can also look at it at the ingredients. So the first ingredient on this product is aqua, which is water, which is very, very good. So yeah, you want to look for things like amino acids. It's another one. If you see anything with amino acids or um I can't think of the other word right now, the other words right now. But yeah, just make sure you checking into your products and what is in the ingredients. If you are having a problem with your hair, it could be you could be protein sensitive. You could be protein sensitive. So definitely check the ingredients of your products. But as I was saying, like even if I can't get a protein treatment, I opt for products that have protein in it sometimes. Some of my shampoos, they are protein, they have protein in them. Like my run shampoo in particular, I really, really love. It is I'm looking at it right here. Nexus. My Nexus shampoo and conditioner. It is protein infused, which means it definitely has protein in it. So I love using that when my hair feels limp, when my hair feels like it needs like a little hit of protein, not a lot of protein, but a little hit. Then I would use my Nexus shampoo and conditioner. So yeah, I do like that she pointed that out and she talked about using a protein treatment. All right. So tip number two, she said using correct aftercare and home maintenance. So she talked about products. You want to have your hair moisturizers, oils, and your hair food. I like the fact that she talked about hair food. I think hair food is a very, very good product for your hair. It has a lot of good, great stuff in it. Let me see. Right. So then number three, Using a shampoo regularly to avoid buildup. Yes, I agree. I agree. There was a time in my hair journey that I thought shampoo was not good for my hair, but that was the time during my hair journey when I I didn't know like the shampoos and conditioners I was using. So now I'm at a point where so I can look at a shampoo and conditioner and I know like okay, what type of shampoo is this? If it says moisturizing, I know that's a moisturizing shampoo. If it says it's strengthening, I know that that shampoo has protein in it. So back before I learned these things, I probably thought that shampoo in my hair wasn't good for me because my hair was getting dried out a lot. And the reason why my hair probably most likely was getting dried out a lot is because I was not using the right shampoos. So now in my hair journey, I don't believe that anymore. I know that shampooing and washing your hair is the best option possible. She suggested once a week. I do think once a week is a very good idea. Me myself, my routine, I usually wash my hair once a week, but when I'm in a protective style, I don't wash my hair as often. So I do cleanse my scalp. I make sure that I cleanse my scalp, and I do have a cleansing my scalp day coming up this weekend. Because you guys have seen me come on live for the last 2 weeks now and put products and stuff in my hair. So it is definitely time for me to cleanse my scalp. So I will be doing that this weekend. But yeah, I really think that it is very important, even when you are in protective styles, to make sure you cleanse your scalp. So when I'm in a protective style, like I'm in a protective style right now, I don't cleanse my scalp as often, but I do cleanse it. So this weekend will be my wash day. So yeah, I agree with her when she said that. I definitely agree with that. All right. Number four, sleeping on a satin pillowcase or satin duke, or I guess satin bonnet. Yes, I do agree with that. I think that if you don't sleep with a satin pillowcase or a satin bonnet, it definitely affects your hair greatly. Me myself, my hair is prone to dryness. My hair is constantly dry, dry, dry. Now, during my hair journey, I have learned that naturally I have 4C hair, and naturally 4C hair is the driest hair out of all the hair textures. And the reason why 4C hair is so dry is because our coils are so tightly winded together. It's hard to get the moisture into the coils. So I've learned that. So yeah, definitely satin pillowcase, satin bonnets. Um, they said a satin duke. I never heard it called that. BOEK. I never heard it called that, but yeah, I definitely agree. Do protective stylings. So this is where I have my I don't know, sis. I don't know about this one, sis. So she said do protective styling. Okay. So the example, she said these are examples. She said styles like faux locks and box braids. She said always these are great protective styles. Okay, I'm gonna say, mm, I don't know. For me, in my hair journey, I've had faux locks, and I used to always do box braids all the time, and these styles was not helpful to my hair journey. Um, I think there should be some warnings, um, like some little key pieces that she was kind of missing in there. So faux locks, it's basically I think they do it a couple different ways. But I had tree braided. No, they don't call it tree braided. They call it something else. Crochet. I had my faux locks. they were crocheted. So basically, they took my hair and they braided it, and then they took the fro locks or whatever, it was like a thread or a web of fro locks, and they weaved it into my hair or whatever, or sewed it into my hair, whatever have you. And I had that going all the way around. The other way is they can take the actual fro locks and twist it into your hair. Um, I don't know. To each is his own. To each is her own. That's what I say. If you like it and it your hair's been fine and you haven't had any issues, go for it. Go for it. But what I found in my hair journey, I found that um the protective styles that I was using box braids. I did faux locks about probably one time, but mainly box braids. I found that box braids were not helpful to my hair journey. I found that first of all, my hair was itching. As soon as I get my hair done, my hair is itching. No matter what I did, I came out with a method, and I sprayed my hair down with tea tree oil and apple cider vinegar. That still did not stop the itching. My hair was itching all the time. And after, when I made the decision to stop wearing box braids, then the study came out and said that box braids could possibly be causing women cancer. So that made me go into further research to find out, like, okay, what is this hair, what is this hair, what is this synthetic hair, how is it made and everything. And once I found out and I seen how it was made, it's made really really crazy. So it's made, I guess the Koreans make it or Chinese people make it, I don't know. But anyway, it's like this, I guess they got this like machine, and they got a pan or whatever, and it's this black substance in the pan or whatever, and they take the black substance out the pan or whatever and everything, and then they pick the substance up and they start like weaving it, like rolling it around. So as they like rolling it around, the substance turns into like, looks like hair. It turns and looks like hair or whatever. So basically, the substance, it looks like some chemicals. Now in the pan, it's giving tar or something. I don't know why I use tar for everything. I don't know. But anyway, it in the pan, it looks like what looks like tar to me. But once they grab it out and they start weaving it and everything, and as he's rolling it around, it turns into like, it looks like hair. So yeah, and they package it up, cut it, dye it, whatever they gotta do, and they ship it off and they sell it to us. So something that's essentially most likely chemicals, and we were putting it in our hair, and then that made me, it coordinated with my brain, like if this is chemicals, then this is where the itch is coming from. Like that itch, you just can't get rid of that itch. No matter what you do, you can't get rid of that itch. Um, so yeah, that was like kind of one of the reasons why I stopped using synthetic hair. Then I started looking at the ends of my hair. So the ends of my hair was thinning out. So the purpose of a protective style is, what you hope to do is to hopefully grow your hair. But what was happening to me, one of the things happened to me, I lost my edges. I've told this story time already on my platform a couple times already, but I lost my edges a lot of times. Because when I always got my hair done at the braiding shop before 2020. Once 2020 hit, I started doing my own hair. So, but before 2020, I always went to the braiding shop, and I remember going to the braiding shop and not really knowing too much about my hair, just like I need to get my hair braided, and just sitting in a chair. And the African ladies, I love them, I love them, I love them down. The shop that I went to anyway, because I've been hearing a lot of stuff about. Anyway, But anyway, so two, three of them come work on your hair at a time, whatever. And as they're working on my hair, well, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. The first thing that kind of caught me off guard is basically, like I said, naturally I have 4C hair, but I am relaxed, so I do get a relaxer. But even with a relaxer, my hair is still not like, it's not straight. My hair is never, I cannot ever remember my hair being fully straight. So my hair always still have like a little kink to it. So much so that I do believe the African ladies named me Kinky, because every time when I came to the shop, I just heard, like, when I would sit down and they would tell me to sit down, I would hear like little conversations or whatever, and I would hear them say like Kinky, Kinky. Like, I think that was what they called me. I think they called me Kinky because my hair is kinky or whatever. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, I just remember them having a small tooth comb. Let me find one. I'm gonna say, not this small, but like this. And I remember them taking my hair. Hot. I remember them taking the comb like this and raking it through my hair, raking it through my hair. And I remember sitting there like, oh my God, like just thinking, like, how much hair did they just pull out of my hair? How much hair did they just pull out of my hair with this comb? But I just kept thinking of the end result. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna look good. My braids gonna be laid. Like, yeah. That's all I can remember thinking. So during the process, when I got my hair done, I always felt like a different person. I felt really, really great. My hair looked great. Um, but then, like, I had some very toxic ways with my hair. Whew, I might turn my fan up again. I had some very toxic ways with my hair. Um, so I would leave my braids in. I would leave my braids in for, oh my goodness, like 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Sometimes I would leave them in at 6 months at a time, depending on what style I would have. And I would just leave them in. I wouldn't redo the front. I wouldn't do anything, to the point where as though my braids would start falling out with my hair. So I remember losing. I remember being at work. This is a true story. I remember being at work and somebody was like something about, it was a braid in the bathroom or something or whatever. I guess they was making like a little joke or whatever. They was trying to be funny or whatever. And then, I just, kind of felt my hair. And, I always kind of like, if people trying to be funny with me, um, I always got this thing where, well, okay, let's just be funny. Okay, let's be funny. So, all right, okay, you made a comment about a braid in the bathroom or something like that. Okay, yeah, that probably was my braid, right? Because it probably fell out from right here. That's the type of stuff that was happening. Because I was very, very toxic with my hair and I didn't know any better. So, yeah, the braids would fall out with my hair in the front. Like I said, I lost my edges a few times. So that was a thing. Then I started noticing my hair was not getting any healthier. My hair wasn't getting any healthier. I actually felt like my hair was thinning out on the ends. Like, I would take my braids out and my hair at the ends would be very, very thin. And I couldn't figure it out to save my life. So even after the fact, even after 2020, I started braiding my own hair. I stopped going to the shop or whatever. I started braiding my own hair and I changed some things up or whatever. I did some things differently. And I still was noticing that my hair seemed to be thinning out on the ends. I wasn't getting nowhere. I wasn't getting nowhere. So I decided, with the help of YouTube, that I was going to try mini braids for the first time. And the first time when I tried mini braids, it was a different look. To go from box braids, getting long braids, hit long braids all the way down or whatever and everything. Um, Hi, it's me again. Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. Really appreciate you for being here. Um, from from braids all the way down my back or whatever and everything, or however have you, to go to mini braids with my actual own hair, it was a change. It was definitely a change. And the first time when I did mini braids, it was very hard. It was very hard. It was hard to look at myself. It was hard. It was just hard. It was hard. But I knew that I had to do something. I knew I had to do something because what I've been doing was not working. So, um, also what I learned, that you should not have a protective style in your hair no longer than 1 month, especially when it comes down to like braids, cornrows, even like weaves and stuff. I've heard stories, excuse me, I've heard stories of people leaving weaves in for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months or whatever. Like essentially, like no protective style should be in your hair longer than 1 month, longer than 4 weeks. 4 weeks is the total. After 4 weeks, especially depending on your hair texture, because I have 4C hair. So after 4 weeks, let me tell you what started happening with my hair. My hair starts to lock up. My hair starts to lock up. So it is extremely hard to take out that protective style. So what's happening when you keeping your protective style in longer than 4 weeks, you're kind of like you're not seeing any benefits, because you're going to lose more hair than you would if you would have took that protective style out in 4 weeks. So that's what I learned when I put my mini braids in. 4 weeks is the max. Then you need to redo your hair. You need to redo your hair. If you're going to keep the protective style in, you need to get it redone. Um, and essentially, when I took that protective style out of my hair, the mini braids, I seen a dramatic difference in my hair from when I would take my hair out with my box braids. Everything was so much different. When I would take my box braids out, the top of my hair, I would have so much buildup. So much buildup. Now, I still have buildup with my mini braids, but not as much buildup as with them box braids. The buildup was crazy. Also, while I'm in mini braids with my own hair, I'm able to access my hair and to moisturize my hair a lot better. With when my hair was in box braids, it's really hard to try to get product into your hair with the box braids. Now you can get product into your scalp, but into your actual hair. So with box braids, with mini braids with my own hair, I can get this product everywhere I needed to go at. Everywhere I needed to go is it can go, because my hair is wound up, is braided up, but I can access my hair. Um, So yeah, I don't agree with what she said about these are great protective styles, because I don't really think they are great protective styles. I honestly don't. I honestly don't. But like I said, to each is her own or whatever floats your boat. If you like it, I love it. If you ain't seen no bad effects on it, keep doing it. But for me and my hair journey, I will never get box braids again. I will never wear a wig again. Faux locks is out the question. For here from this point on out, it's just mini braids and mini twists for me. That's it. Mini braids, mini twists, and French braids. Now I would say cornrows, but I don't know how to cornrow, unfortunately. But yeah, that's it for me. So on that part, I don't agree. I do agree that protective styling saves your hair. You should definitely do a protective style every once in a while. But I don't agree with her talking about the faux locks and the box braids. All right, so number 6, she said, see a professional stylist for chemical application. So I agree and I disagree. So I agree if if you are a salon girly. If you are a salon girly, then I agree. I agree. If you grew up going to the salon, you had family that are hairstylists or whatever, I agree. You have somebody you can trust that you know what I'm saying, you actually trust whatever that's been doing your hair, I agree. Um if so like I said, I agree and disagree. So I feel like if you are using, depending on what type, okay, Um, hi, it's me. I have locks. My sister was growing my locks 6 years. My hair is my natural hair. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. And I love, love, love locks. I love, love, love locks. So much so that I did think at one time I was gonna go and put locks in my hair. The only thing that I don't know. I'm like I get bored easily. I get very bored easily. So that's the only thing that I kind of worry about if I was to go to Lockway. Me and my husband actually is having conversations about our kids here right now, and we think locks might be the best way to go. So yeah, I love that. I love that. It's yours. I'm all for that. I am all for that. Um, okay, relaxers. So yeah, I agree. I agree. You should see a specialist to put chemical application in. She said because the professionals, they trained in it. But I've heard a lot of stories of people getting relaxers done by professionals and they screwed their hair up. So I don't know. I don't know if you comfortable with going to a salon and having a stylist, then I say go for it. But if you are not comfortable, um, hmm, I don't know. I do agree with the chemical application because relaxers are a chemical, and you do need a professional to do it. Um, if you don't get a professional to do your hair, if you are getting a live relaxer, I think that you need a professional or you need some help. You're going to need some help doing that. I feel like live relaxers are much stronger than no live relaxers. And I feel like live relaxers should definitely be handled in the hands of professionals. I really, really think because they went to school for this. Yeah, I really, really do. No live relaxers because I've been getting a no live relaxer since I was a little kid, and then I just found out probably about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I just found out that I've been putting my no live relaxer in my hair incorrectly. So yeah, I only been doing what I was shown. So yeah, I guess I would agree with it. I guess I would agree with it. Me myself, I'm just not a salon girly. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a salon girly. Um I can recall going to one salon when I believe I was about 15 or 16. And I asked the stylist to put at that time the four cornrows. I think it was cornrows. The four braids with braiding hair was real popular back then. It was real popular. So I asked her to do the 4 braids in my hair. First of all, I think the price was ridiculously high, and I think that she charged me that much because she knew I was a little kid and I was inexperienced, and I know like yeah. So I think it was like $70 back then. That was a lot. That was a lot for 4 braids. Um, and I just remember looking in the mirror before I left, and I just remember like I hated my hair. Like I hated it. Absolutely. Um I didn't say nothing to the stylist or whatever and everything because I was so young, so like I'm yeah, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I remember I hated my hair. I didn't like the experience. It just was not. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So ever since then, I have never been set foot back into a hair salon. Um, Now I've been to plenty. Well, I'm not even gonna say plenty of braiding shops. I've been to maybe 2 braiding shops. So I've been to more braiding shops than, or I went to the braiding shop more, way more than I ever been to a hair salon. So like I would say like it's to your preference. It's to your preference. But I do believe, especially if you're doing a live relaxer, I do believe that you should leave it in the hands of a professional. I definitely believe you should leave it in the hands of a professional. All right. So then let's see what was her 7th tip. Avoid high heat styling. I agree. I definitely agree with that. I watch a lot of different content creators, and um I a lot of people believe in they say their hair is heat trained. They say their hair is heat trained. So like, and I remember looking at a content creator recently. She's actually a stylist. She's a stylist, a cosmetologist, and she was doing some type of video about hard water and stuff, and she was showing her hair. Now she's supposed to be natural. Now she does heat styling a lot. She does heat styling a lot. But what I was noticing, like I said, she's natural. What I was noticing in the video, she was talking about water and hard water and stuff. But what I seen in the video is her hair is extremely damaged from constantly heat styling, and this is an actual professional. Like if there was no curl, I didn't see any curl in her hair at all. So yeah, there's that on that. So heat styling, constant heat styling could definitely, um, yeah, it could definitely damage your hair, and it is definitely non-conducive to your hair journey. It is definitely is. Now, I myself, I do heat style my hair. I heat style my hair probably, I want to say once a year because I do have a routine with my hair. By the time I get to the heat styling portion, we're in another year. So once a year, I can say I heat style my hair. The last time that I heat style my hair, I want to say it was at least about 6 months ago. I want to say at least about 6 months. So I definitely do not I do not constantly put heat in my hair, like at all. It's either protective styles. I do French braids a lot. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I do French braids a lot. Um, so yeah, that's. when I do my hair. So yeah, I definitely agree. Definitely heat styling, it'll dry your hair out and a whole bunch of other stuff. So essentially I agree with everything Miss Shiley said in this article. I just had like a couple things that I just didn't agree with. Just a couple things, and mainly the protective styling. Mainly the protective styling. Whew. All right, so I am almost done here. I'm gonna give myself a little massage. Just using my fingertips. So I am definitely coming up on 4 weeks with my mini braids. So next week I will be redoing my hair. Now I'm gonna start doing redoing my hair in sections. I'm gonna start off with the back. Usually I start off with the front, but I'm gonna start off with the back because I know the back is my hardest area to do. So that's the section I'm gonna start off with. Woo. Okay, okay. Let me turn this fan up some. Hold on. There we go. It is definitely hot. So in all the other rooms, we have AC, and this is the only room that we don't have AC in. So yeah, it definitely gets hot in here. And then these products is making me much hotter. Okay, where am I? Okay, well, I'm gonna try to hang around for a couple more minutes to make an hour. So I will be live. The next time I will be live is Saturday night, Saturday night or early Sunday morning. I will be live again. Um, and I think, I do believe that I will be talking about Miss Cardi B, Mr. Christopher Blake, and Mr. Stephon Diggs. I do believe I want to talk about that topic. I got a chance to catch a couple interviews today that Mr. Blake did, and I am very, very impressed. I'm very impressed. So yeah, I definitely want to talk about that. I know the last time I talked about Cardi B, somebody told me in the comments to mind my own business, and I have been minding my business. I've been minding my business. I actually posted some shorts talking all about my business and my my single mother uh uh my single mother story time, and nobody really cares. Nobody cares about my single mother story time. Everybody cares about the celebrities. So I'm sorry, person that told me to mind my business. I have to go back to talking about the celebrities because nobody cares about my struggle life. Nobody cares. Um yeah. But yeah, I do find this story very, very interesting. And I am very impressed with the recent interview he just did And then I got a chance to look at an interview that he did 9 months ago, when all of this first came out. And I want to say he has not changed his story. He has not changed his story. So, and then I find it funny that then 9 months ago, Cardi B had came out and she was saying something, and he said then so much in so many words like "keep my name out your mouth," and then now she's coming out again defending stuff on Diggs, and whew, this clap back this time was wow, wow. So yeah, I got a few thoughts and opinions on that. So I do think that is what I will be talking about Saturday morning. So, oh no, Saturday night, either Saturday night or early Sunday morning. So now I'm just wrapping my hair up. This is how I wrap my hair to go to sleep, to keep everything in place, um, and then keep my hair kind of stretched out. So, oh, that just a bit moving. Oh my goodness, I gotta take that out again. And I could tell, like, it's definitely time to redo my hair. Mm. 'Cause I got a lot of loose hair just just there. Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay. So then I would put my bonnet on. What they call it, a satin duke. I gotta look that name up. And this how I would. This how I'm going to sleep. Yeah. Okay. I'm done. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So I got about 2 more minutes before I got to make an hour. It's definitely so hot. Mm. 1 minute. Let me see something. Is that she making all that noise? What's wrong? Huh? You what? What? I don't know what you're saying. Okay, all right. You cold? You cold? You want the TV on? You want the TV on? What you want? You hot? Is you cold? It's not hot in here. It's cold in here. Okay, all right. I'll leave it on. I'll leave it on. What else you want? You want the TV on? Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. Okay. All right. I'm about to get off of here. It's still not even. It's like 1 hour. I just went to go check on my daughter. She was in there crying. She was pointing towards the AC. So I thought she wanted me to turn the AC off. So I turned the AC off. And then she got upset and was like, no, like I want that on. She was telling me to turn her TV on. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay. All right, now. If you have not liked the live yet, please make sure that you like the live on your way out. If you already like the live, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. We over here, we're trying to get monetized, so every like helps. Every like helps push our channel out there into the algorithm and hopefully to get monetized one day. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.